What is up, everyone? Now, as you all know, Chris Paul has finally made it to the NBA Finals, and he's been playing incredible. So with that being said, I thought I would show you all how to make the best, the most overpowered Chris Paul build here on 2K21 current gen. Now, we all know how good of a ball handler Chris Paul is, so this build will get a 95 ball handling, and that means we can unlock any kind of dribble move, and of course we can speed boost, and this build will get 30 playmaking badge upgrades. But that's not it. Chris Paul can do a lot more than playmake and dribble, and so can this build. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. Yo, what is good, YouTube? You already know who it is, your boy King Tiba, back with another great build for you all. Now, before we get into this overpowered Chris Paul build, I just wanted to let you all know, if you want the best build on 2K22, or if you want all kinds of face creations on 2K22, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, because as soon as 2K22 drops, best believe I'm gonna be grinding hard to get all of those videos out to you guys. But anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this build. So like always, when it comes to the first and last name, you can use whatever name you want to use. As you can see, I'm gonna use Chris Paul. And then when it comes to the position, now this part is obvious. You gotta go with the point guard position for this Chris Paul build. And then when it comes to the hand, you can use whatever hand you want to use. I'm gonna use the right hand. And then when it comes to the jersey number, pick whatever one you want to use. Now let's go ahead and click continue. All right, now here is where we pick our pie chart. Now, when it comes to this Chris Paul build, I didn't want the same build that everyone makes, the playmaking shot creator, which would be the shooting and the playmaking one. Chris Paul is more of a playmaker than anything. He always looks for the right play at the right moment, and we all know Chris Paul can dribble very well. So the pie chart that stood out the most to me has got to be the pure playmaking pie chart. And with this pie chart, we will get Hall of Fame playmaking badges. And like I said in the intro, we will get 30 playmaking badge upgrades. So that's gonna be a lot of Hall of Fame badges in the playmaking category. But anyways, moving on to the physical profile. Now here you wanna pick the one with the most speed. All right, now here is where we set our potential. So getting right into things, starting with the finishing category, you wanna max out your close shot. And then you wanna max out your driving layup. And if you guys didn't know, Chris Paul's pretty good at finishing around the rim, especially when it comes to his floaters. I mean, he is a small player, so that floater is really something he relies on heavily. But moving on to the driving dunk, you want to put that on 67. Okay, now that's it for the finishing. Moving on to the shooting. Now here you want to max out your mid-range shot. Chris Paul is a master in the mid-range. If you guys didn't know, well, if you haven't been watching these playoffs, he's been dominating every single matchup with the mid-range shot, and people just seem to not be able to stop him. It's kind of ridiculous. But then for your three-point shot, you want to max that out as well, and then put your free throw on 83. So that's it for the shooting. Moving on to the playmaking. Now here you want to max your pass accuracy. And then of course you want to max your ball handling. And then you just want to put your post moves on 50. So right there, just like I said in the intro, we get 30 playmaking badge upgrades. Now last, for the defense and rebounding category, you want to max your perimeter defense, max your lateral quickness, max your steal, max your offensive rebound, and put your defensive rebound on 66. So now after all that, you will see we get 5 finishing, 12 shooting, 30 playmaking, and 8 defensive. This is the best Chris Paul build, the most overpowered Chris Paul build you can possibly make here on 2K21 current gen. I mean, of course you can make a playmaking shot creator, but in my opinion, Chris Paul isn't no playmaking shot creator. He's a playmaker at heart, a true point god, and that is exactly what this build is. But anyways, moving on to the body shape, I think Definer reminds me the most of Chris Paul. And then when it comes to the height, in real life, Chris Paul is 6 feet. So that's what we're gonna use for our build. And then when it comes to the weight, now here you wanna make him 200. Because since we're already a smaller player, we already got that speed. So there's really no point in lowering our weight anymore. So that's why we're going with 200. Okay, now when it comes to our wingspan, now here you wanna lower your wingspan down to 72.0, and we're doing that so we can get more to our shooting basically. And because since we're already a smaller player, it doesn't really matter too much if we got kind of smaller arms. But if you don't like smaller arms, you can always just leave it on default if you want. Now moving on to our takeover. Now here you really have 2 options. You can go with the playmaking takeover, or you can go with the shot creating takeover. And in my opinion, you want to go with the shot creating takeover because the playmaking takeover, it's just not what it used to be in other 2Ks. In this game, yeah, it's just not worth it. So I suggest you pick the shot creator takeover, and then after that, you will see that we have built a slashing playmaker. And as you can see, we have shades of Isaiah Thomas and Damian Lillard. So we got a little bit of old school and a little bit of new school in this build. Now, if you made it this far into the video, make sure to hit that like button for me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for me and continue watching, because right now, we're gonna go ahead and get into the best badges to use for this Chris Paul build. So starting off in the finishing category, here you want to put Teardropper on gold, and since we're a smaller player, we're gonna put Giant Slayer on silver. So that's gonna be it for the finishing. Moving right on to the shooting, and like always, you want to max out range extender on gold. And then let's put Hot Zone Hunter on gold, Deadeye on gold, and last, let's put Green Machine on gold. So that's gonna be it for the shooting. Now on to the main event, the playmaking. Now here, you wanna max out Ankle Breaker on Hall of Fame so we can get all kinds of ankle breakers. And then you wanna max out Handles for Days on Hall of Fame. And then Quick First Step on Hall of Fame. Space Creator you want to put on Hall of Fame. Stop and Go on Hall of Fame. And Tight Handles on Hall of Fame. And then let's put Dimer on Hall of Fame. We all know how good of a passer Chris Paul is, so Dimer will come in handy for this build. Now last, let's just put Bailout on silver. So that's it for the playmaking. Let me know if you guys like these badges I picked, and if you have any other suggestions, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section. But anyways, moving on to the defense and rebounding category. Now here you want to max out Clamps on gold, and then you want to max out Intimidator on gold, and then last we're gonna put Pickpocket on silver. So those are the best badges to use for this Chris Paul build. Like always, let me know down in the comment section if you plan on making this build. Also, let me know down in the comment section if you think Chris Paul will finally get that championship. I think he will. Let me know what you guys think. Now, before I go, I just want to thank you all for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And I want to remind you all to make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on post notifications so that way you never miss an upload from me. But anyways, with all that being said, I hope to see you all in my next video.